Musicians around the country are trying to ease the nerves of those getting their COVID shots by performing songs like New York, New York. For many musicians, this is the first live performance for them in a year. The pandemic has devastated the arts world, and live concerts and theater have been almost non-existent. I spoke with one group of New York City artists who are trying to soothe the soul with a little melody. For most of us, life's milestones are marked by a soundtrack. That's why performances are popping up at vaccination sites across the country. And whether it's Yo-Yo Ma in Massachusetts or Richmond Philharmonic players in Virginia, it seems clear there's medicine in music.
It was actually really great to come out of a really tense, environment and hear the music. When I sat down, they were playing God Only Knows Where I'd Be Without You, the Beach Boys. So it was a nice feeling.
In New York City, the Jacob Javits Convention Center's sprawling campus has transformed into the country's largest vaccination site, vaccinating 14,000 people daily. Javits CEO Alan Steele.
I mean, this represents freedom. They don't lose their mask, but what they do is they lose some of their inhibitions about the future.
And while there's understandable anxiety,
in the beginning, I was nervous, a little bit.
the music offers a relaxing remedy for patients.
We've noticed that there's a direct correlation between decreased levels of anxiety and calming people's nerves when the music is present.
And a place for artists to finally perform.
I have artists every day looking at me and saying, you have brought me back my first gig for the last year.
Opera singer Camille Zamora is co-founder of Sing for Hope, a nonprofit that's hiring musicians to play the vaccine center. For many, the first crowd they've seen in over a year.
I was playing at Phantom on Tuesday and I think Moulin Rouge on Friday, and then everything shut down.
Violinist Victoria Patterson teamed up with Zamora after the pandemic shut down her busy Broadway schedule.
I live in this neighborhood and I was out on the ground basically looking for places to play. National Guard is here. It's not like a warm and cozy place, so we can just soften the mood and feel like celebration, I've worked so hard to play on Broadway and to get where I am. And now with the pandemic, I'm like, if I can come back from this, wow.
It feels like water in the desert. It just feels like what we've been missing. It's the cheapest, oldest medication that we have. It's music.
Sing for Hope was created after 9/11. Camille Zamora and her co-founder were students at Juilliard at the time, and just like now, with the pandemic, everything came to a halt, and they wanted to do something to bring joy. So they gathered some musicians and performed for first responders. The rest is history. People who don't like to be vaccinated, the doctors tell us that when they hear the music, they calm down.
I get it.
Their pulse, is a little bit calmer, and they're able to do it.
This is great for everybody, because you were saying the musicians do get paid for showing up for this.
That's right. This is a paid gig.
Yeah.
Many of them have not had that.
Have not had it in quite a while.
That's right.
Yeah. So that's
But it's
great
so
too.
soothing, though.
Yeah.
It's so soothing. When I went, because I'm very, very, very afraid of needles.
Yep.
And all I could do was ask the person, could I hold your hand? They go, it's hard to give you a vaccine. And hold your hand at the same time. Well, can I just hold onto your waist?
But we should tell people,
so nervous.
this shot, you barely even notice it. It's like a little tiny thing.
I have to say that was true. Psychologically, I was all worked up. But you're actually right.
It's
When
not
it
a big
comes time
needle
to do
coming
it,
at you. You don't even, when it happened, I was like, was that it?
I still would have liked some music, though.
Well, and also
That
you're in a
would've
big
been nice.
space. A lot of people haven't been indoors with a crowd of
That's
people.
really true,
So it's
yeah.
not just the needle, it's actually coming to a big space where you haven't been able to
So
do
that's
that.
just down the road at the Javits Center, right?
Javits Center,
I
right.
kind of want to walk in on my way home, but